Life is unpredictable. Challenges come at us when we least expect them. Loss, failure, rejection, setbacks. These moments test us, breaking many, but forging a rare few. The question is, which side will you choose? For centuries, Stoic philosophy has provided a framework for navigating life's chaos with clarity, strength, and purpose. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca didn't just leave behind teachings, they gave us tools. Tools to master our emotions, control our reactions, and align our actions with what truly matters. In the next 2 hours, you'll uncover timeless Stoic advice to help you overcome obstacles, find peace amidst the noise, and take charge of your life. Tools you can implement before 2025 to create the foundation for a better you. This isn't just philosophy. It's a guide to resilience, wisdom, and freedom. Get ready to transform the way you think, act, and live. Let's dive in. Imagine standing on a bustling Roman street nearly 2,000 years ago. The sun is setting, casting a warm glow over the forum, where senators and philosophers debate the future of the empire. Among them is a man, dressed humbly, his face calm and composed despite the chaos around him. That man is Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome. But Marcus isn't consumed by his power or the weight of ruling an empire. Instead, he writes quietly in his journal each night, reminding himself of one simple truth: control what you can, accept what you cannot. One evening, Marcus faces news that would shake most to their core. A trusted general has betrayed him, civil unrest brews, and the empire seems on the verge of chaos. Advisors urge immediate action, demanding swift punishment. But Marcus doesn't react with anger or fear. Instead, he retreats to his chambers and opens his journal. He writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Rather than lashing out, he reflects. He asks himself, "What's within my control?" The next morning, Marcus takes decisive but measured action. He pardons the general publicly, diffusing the tension and restoring order. Why? Because Marcus understood that responding with anger would only worsen the situation. He chose reason over emotion, long-term peace over momentary satisfaction. That's Stoicism in action, a calm, composed mindset that prioritizes principle over impulse. Fast forward to today. The world looks very different, but the challenges are the same. We face betrayals, failures, and frustrations. And just like Marcus, we have a choice. Will we react emotionally, or will we act with wisdom? This video will show you how to adopt that same unshakable mindset, step by step. It's time to prepare for 2025 with the wisdom of the Stoics. 1. Transformation through discipline. Transformation through discipline is not an overnight process. It is a deliberate and unyielding commitment to self-improvement. The Stoics believed that true strength lies not in avoiding adversity, but in facing it head-on, using it as a catalyst for growth. Discipline serves as the engine driving this transformation, turning weaknesses into strengths and ensuring you remain steadfast in the face of challenges. The first step in transforming through discipline is self-awareness. Recognizing your weaknesses is not an admission of failure, it's the beginning of your evolution. Think of a sculptor staring at a rough block of marble. The potential for beauty exists, but it requires effort, precision, and persistence to shape the masterpiece. Similarly, identifying your flaws, whether it's procrastination, a lack of confidence, or poor emotional control, sets the stage for turning them into strengths. Discipline means consistently doing the hard things, even when they're uncomfortable. The Stoics emphasized small daily actions as the building blocks of monumental change. Seneca wrote, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart, for it transforms hardships into lessons and weakness into strength." By committing to discipline, you shift your perspective, viewing obstacles as opportunities to grow rather than barriers to your success. For instance, if you struggle with focus, start with small practices like dedicating 10 uninterrupted minutes to a single task. Over time, those 10 minutes can grow into hours of deep work. Discipline compounds, much like interest in a savings account. Every disciplined action you take today builds a stronger, more resilient version of yourself for tomorrow. Discipline also helps you navigate moments of temptation or weakness. When the comfort of the couch calls or the allure of giving up seems strong, discipline whispers louder, reminding you of the long-term rewards. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Ask yourself, is this necessary?" This simple question redirects focus, ensuring your energy is spent on actions aligned with your goals. Moreover, discipline is not about perfection, it's about persistence. Even if you falter, discipline teaches you to get back up and keep moving forward. By embracing discipline, you cultivate resilience and grit, essential qualities for navigating life's inevitable difficulties. In the end, transformation through discipline isn't just about achieving external goals. It's about becoming the person you aspire to be. It's about waking up each day with the resolve to improve, knowing that every small, disciplined action brings you closer to your fullest potential. 2. Accountability and self-reflection. Accountability and self-reflection are the bedrock of personal growth. The Stoics championed the idea that we must take responsibility for our lives, owning our actions and decisions without excuses. This practice begins with looking inward, confronting uncomfortable truths, and using them as a guide to becoming better. To practice accountability, you must first recognize that you are in control of your responses. Life is unpredictable, often throwing challenges your way. While you can't control external events, you can control how you react to them. Epictetus famously said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Accountability means rejecting the tendency to blame others or external factors for your shortcomings. Instead, it encourages you to take full ownership of your life. Self-reflection is the companion to accountability. It involves evaluating your actions, thoughts, and decisions with honesty and humility. The Stoics often use journaling as a tool for this process. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently questioned his motives, analyzed his actions, and sought to align his behavior with his principles. This practice of regular self-examination allowed him to stay grounded and focused on his personal growth. For example, if you failed to achieve a goal, accountability requires you to ask why. Was it due to a lack of effort, poor planning, or distractions? Self-reflection provides the answers, enabling you to identify areas for improvement. This process isn't about self-criticism, it's about clarity. As Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." The friction of self-reflection polishes your character, helping you become the person you want to be. Accountability and self-reflection also keep you aligned with your values. In a world filled with distractions and external influences, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Regularly reflecting on your goals and actions ensures that you're living intentionally, not just going through the motions. The ultimate goal of accountability and self-reflection is empowerment. When you take responsibility for your life, you reclaim control. When you reflect on your actions, you learn and grow. Together, these practices form a powerful framework for continuous improvement, allowing you to navigate life with purpose, integrity, and resilience. 3. Embrace suffering for growth. Growth and self-discovery are forged in the crucible of suffering. While most people instinctively avoid discomfort, the Stoics understood that enduring hardship is a necessary part of becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Marcus Aurelius summed it up well when he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the challenges we face are not roadblocks, they are the path. Embracing suffering does not mean seeking pain for its own sake. Instead, it means willingly facing discomfort when it arises, knowing that it will shape you into a better version of yourself. Life is full of moments that test your character. A demanding job, a failed relationship, a personal loss, or even the physical strain of pushing your body to its limits. These moments of hardship reveal what you're truly capable of, and more importantly, where you have room to grow. Suffering strips away pretense and forces you to confront your vulnerabilities. In doing so, it offers an unparalleled opportunity for self-discovery. It's during these trying times that you come to understand your strengths, your weaknesses, and your capacity for endurance. Epictetus observed, "Difficulties show a person's character. Therefore, when trouble comes, think of yourself as a wrestler whom God, like a trainer, has paired with a strong man." One practical way to embrace suffering is to reframe it as a learning experience. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" By shifting your perspective, you transform adversity from an obstacle into a teacher. For example, a failed project at work may teach you to improve your time management or communication skills. A challenging workout may reveal your mental and physical endurance. Each hardship becomes an opportunity to refine your abilities and develop resilience. Stoic wisdom reminds us that growth often lies on the other side of discomfort. Modern life tends to prioritize convenience and ease, which can lead to complacency. By intentionally stepping into discomfort, whether it's through rigorous exercise, taking on a daunting task, or confronting a personal fear, you build the mental and emotional toughness needed to face life's inevitable challenges. As the Stoics believed, we cannot grow in strength without first enduring resistance. Ultimately, embracing suffering is about preparation. Life will test you whether you're ready or not. By accepting discomfort as part of the process, you arm yourself with the resilience to overcome adversity, transforming hardship into a stepping stone on your path to greatness. 4. Preparation for challenges. Life's challenges are inevitable, but how you prepare for them determines whether you are overwhelmed or empowered by them. The Stoics emphasized the importance of mental preparation, believing that anticipating difficulties builds the resilience needed to overcome them. Seneca wisely advised, "Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself all the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" Preparation for challenges starts with a mindset shift. Rather than fearing potential difficulties, view them as opportunities to strengthen yourself. A boxer doesn't enter the ring without hours of practice and conditioning. Similarly, you should train yourself for life's battles before they happen. This involves building mental fortitude, honing practical skills, and cultivating a mindset of resilience. One practical way to prepare is through the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. This involves visualizing possible setbacks or hardships and mentally rehearsing how you would respond. For example, before starting a new project, imagine encountering delays, criticism, or unforeseen obstacles. By doing this, you train your mind to remain composed and focused, even when things don't go as planned. Far from being pessimistic, this practice helps you cultivate emotional stability and readiness. Preparation also involves embracing small, intentional challenges to build resilience. These could include fasting for a day to strengthen your willpower, waking up earlier to build discipline, or practicing patience in frustrating situations. Each small test reinforces your ability to endure and thrive in more significant challenges. As Marcus Aurelius observed, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The value of preparation becomes clear during moments of crisis. If you've spent time conditioning your mind and body, setbacks become less intimidating. You develop the confidence to navigate challenges because you've already rehearsed how to handle them. This preparation extends beyond the individual level. It can also strengthen your relationships, career, and personal goals. When you are prepared, you become a source of stability for others, capable of leading through uncertainty. Ultimately, preparation for challenges is about choosing strength over fear. By anticipating obstacles and training yourself to face them, you replace anxiety with readiness. The challenges of life are not meant to break you. They are meant to reveal the depths of your strength and resilience. When you are prepared, you approach each trial not as a victim, but as a warrior, ready to conquer whatever lies ahead. 5. Master your mind. The mind is both your greatest ally and your most formidable adversary. To truly master your life, you must first master your mind. This means taking control of your thoughts, rejecting excuses, and pushing past self-imposed limitations. The Stoics understood this well, often emphasizing the power of reason and discipline to govern one's inner world. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Mastering your mind begins with recognizing the power of your thoughts. Left unchecked, your mind can trap you in cycles of doubt, fear, and procrastination. These negative patterns not only limit your potential, but also distort your perception of reality. By identifying and challenging these thoughts, you take the first step toward reclaiming control. When faced with a challenge, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," replace it with, "How can I overcome this?" This simple shift in perspective can open doors that were previously locked by your own doubt. Rejecting excuses is another cornerstone of mastering your mind. Excuses are the mind's way of avoiding discomfort and responsibility. They may feel comforting in the moment, but they ultimately sabotage your progress. The next time you catch yourself making an excuse, pause and ask, "Is this an unavoidable truth or a story I'm telling myself to avoid effort?" Most often you'll find it's the latter. A disciplined mind recognizes excuses for what they are, barriers to growth, and moves past them. To truly master your mind, you must also embrace discomfort. Growth requires pushing beyond the limits of what feels safe and easy. This could mean taking on a challenging project, confronting a fear, or enduring physical strain during a workout. When you train your mind to remain calm and focused in these moments, you expand your capacity to handle adversity. Over time, what once seemed impossible becomes second nature. Visualization is another powerful tool in mastering your mind. Picture yourself successfully achieving a goal or overcoming a challenge. This mental rehearsal not only builds confidence, but also primes your brain for action. The more vividly you can imagine success, the more likely you are to make it a reality. Ultimately, mastering your mind is about consistency, discipline, and self-awareness. It's a lifelong process that requires daily effort, but the rewards are immense. When you control your thoughts and emotions, you unlock a level of freedom and power that few ever achieve. By mastering your mind, you lay the foundation for mastering every other aspect of your life. 6. Consistency in action. Consistency is the secret ingredient to achieving greatness. While motivation may spark initial effort, it is discipline and consistent action that sustain progress over the long haul. The Stoics knew this well, emphasizing the importance of showing up every day, regardless of how you feel. As Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." The power of consistency lies in its compounding effect. Small, disciplined actions performed daily build momentum and lead to significant results over time. For instance, consider the act of reading just 10 pages of a book each day. It may seem trivial, but over the course of a year, this habit amounts to over 3,600 pages. A dozen or more books that could transform your thinking and broaden your knowledge. This principle applies to any area of life, from fitness and career growth to personal relationships and self-improvement. One of the greatest obstacles to consistency is the misconception that you must feel motivated to act. The truth is, motivation is fleeting and unreliable. It may get you started, but it won't carry you through the tough days. Discipline, on the other hand, is unshakable. It's the decision to act regardless of your mood or circumstances. When you rely on discipline instead of motivation, you create a system that keeps you moving forward even when the initial excitement wears off. Building consistency starts with setting clear, realistic goals and breaking them into manageable steps. For example, if you want to run a marathon, you don't start by running 26 miles on day one. You begin with a mile, then gradually increase your distance over weeks and months. Each small victory reinforces your commitment and strengthens your ability to persist. Another key to consistency is creating routines and habits that support your goals. When an action becomes automatic, like brushing your teeth or preparing a morning cup of coffee, it requires less mental energy to perform. By embedding your priorities into your daily routine, you reduce the friction that often derails progress. Consistency isn't glamorous, but it's transformative. It's waking up early to train when others are still asleep, putting in extra hours at work while others relax, and continuing to show up even when results aren't immediate. Over time, these small disciplined actions separate the extraordinary from the ordinary. The path to success is rarely marked by monumental leaps. It's paved with the steady, unyielding steps of consistency. 7. Reject comfort. Comfort is a double-edged sword. While it offers temporary ease and satisfaction, it often becomes the greatest obstacle to growth. Growth happens when you push beyond the boundaries of what feels safe and familiar, stepping into the discomfort of challenges that test your limits. As Epictetus stated, difficulties are things that show a person what they are. In other words, it's the trials you endure, not the comforts you enjoy, that reveal your true character. Rejecting comfort doesn't mean living a life devoid of pleasure or joy. Instead, it means actively seeking opportunities to challenge yourself, even when it's easier to stay where you are. Think of a muscle. It only grows stronger when placed under strain. Similarly, your mind and spirit require discomfort to grow resilient and capable. Avoiding challenges for the sake of comfort may feel good in the moment, but it ultimately stagnates your potential. Comfort zones are deceptive. They lure you into thinking you're safe and secure, but they can quickly become traps of complacency. For example, staying in a job that no longer challenges you may feel stable, but it stifles your growth and limits your opportunities. Taking on new responsibilities or pursuing a different career path may seem daunting, but it's often the push you need to unlock your full potential. One of the simplest ways to reject comfort is to set challenging goals. Whether it's running a marathon, learning a new skill, or starting a side hustle, these goals force you to stretch beyond your current capabilities. Each step outside your comfort zone builds confidence and resilience, proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. Another practical strategy is to embrace discomfort intentionally in small, everyday ways. For example, try taking cold showers to build mental toughness, practicing public speaking to overcome fear, or engaging in difficult conversations to improve your relationships. These small acts of discomfort prepare you for larger challenges, teaching you to face adversity with courage and determination. Rejecting comfort is not about becoming immune to fear or struggle. It's about learning to coexist with them. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens in the moments when you confront your fears, endure setbacks, and keep moving forward. By stepping into discomfort, you open the door to new possibilities, greater resilience, and the extraordinary life that lies just beyond the limits of what feels safe. 8. Build mental resilience. Resilience is the cornerstone of a strong mind, and it's forged through repeated exposure to adversity. Life will inevitably present you with challenges, failures, and setbacks, but your ability to endure and overcome them defines your strength. As Seneca wrote, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." Building mental resilience means learning to control your thoughts, endure hardship, and emerge stronger on the other side. The process of building mental resilience begins with mindset. You must view challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. Each time you face adversity, you strengthen your mental muscle, just as you would a physical one. Whether it's failing an exam, experiencing rejection, or facing a personal crisis, these moments are your training ground. They teach you perseverance, adaptability, and inner strength. A critical component of resilience is learning to manage your inner dialogue. Negative self-talk can undermine your ability to face challenges, while positive and constructive thoughts can bolster your confidence. When faced with difficulty, instead of saying, "I can't do this," train yourself to say, "I'll find a way to get through this." Over time, this shift in perspective rewires your brain to respond to adversity with determination rather than despair. Another way to build resilience is through exposure to controlled discomfort. This could mean tackling a fear, such as speaking in public, or trying something new, like learning a difficult skill. These deliberate challenges teach you how to navigate stress and uncertainty. As you overcome smaller obstacles, you develop the confidence to face larger ones. Resilience is also about perspective. Many of life's hardships feel overwhelming in the moment, but are fleeting in the grand scheme of things. The Stoics often practice the art of viewing their challenges from a broader perspective. Ask yourself, will this matter a year from now, 5 years from now? This practice helps you separate temporary discomfort from long-term significance, enabling you to endure with greater clarity and purpose. Lastly, resilience is a skill that grows with practice. The more you push through adversity, the stronger you become. Every failure becomes a lesson, every setback a stepping stone. Over time, you build a reservoir of inner strength that allows you to face life's uncertainties with confidence. Mental resilience isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about learning to thrive in its presence, transforming every challenge into an opportunity for growth and self-mastery. 9. Turn pain into purpose. Pain is an unavoidable part of life, but it can also be a powerful catalyst for growth. The hardships you endure often become the foundation upon which you build resilience, character, and purpose. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Your pain doesn't have to be a dead end. It can be a bridge to your greatest achievements. Turning pain into purpose begins with reframing how you view your struggles. Instead of seeing pain as something that holds you back, recognize it as an opportunity to grow stronger. Every setback, failure, or heartbreak carries a lesson. The question isn't, "Why did this happen to me?" but rather, "What can I learn from this?" When you approach pain with curiosity and resilience, it transforms from an obstacle into a stepping stone. Take, for example, individuals who have faced immense adversity, yet use their experiences to fuel remarkable achievements. Many great leaders, innovators, and visionaries found their purpose through suffering. Oprah Winfrey, who endured a difficult childhood, turned her pain into a platform for inspiring and empowering others. Her story is a testament to the idea that our darkest moments can illuminate the path to our highest potential. Practical steps to turning pain into purpose include journaling about your experiences, identifying the lessons hidden within your struggles, and using those lessons to guide your actions moving forward. For instance, if you've experienced rejection, instead of retreating, use it as motivation to refine your skills or explore new opportunities. Pain, when channeled correctly, becomes a source of strength and determination. Another key is to share your story. By doing so, you not only find healing, but also inspire others who may be facing similar struggles. When you transform your pain into a message of hope or a call to action, it amplifies your sense of purpose. Helping others navigate their own challenges can bring a deeper meaning to your journey. Ultimately, pain is a teacher. It forces you to confront your limits, push through discomfort, and discover who you truly are. While you can't always choose what happens to you, you can choose how you respond. When you decide to use your pain as a foundation for growth and progress, you turn life's trials into a testament to your resilience and purpose. 10. Execution over planning. Plans are necessary, but action is what drives progress. Too often, people become stuck in the cycle of perfecting plans, waiting for the right moment, or overanalyzing every detail. In the words of Stoic philosopher Seneca, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Growth and transformation happen during execution, not in endless preparation. The fear of failure is one of the primary reasons people get caught in the planning phase. The pursuit of perfection becomes a way to avoid taking the first step. However, real growth comes from embracing imperfection and learning through doing. You don't need the perfect plan to start. You just need to start. Progress isn't about waiting for all the pieces to align. It's about moving forward with what you have and adapting along the way. Execution builds momentum, and momentum is the engine of success. Each action you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Even mistakes are valuable because they provide immediate feedback and teach you what doesn't work. In contrast, over-planning often leads to analysis paralysis, where fear and indecision keep you from moving forward. One way to prioritize execution over planning is to break your goals into smaller, actionable steps. Instead of obsessing over the big picture, focus on what you can do today to make progress. For example, if your goal is to write a book, start by committing to writing 500 words daily. If you want to get fit, focus on showing up to the gym consistently rather than designing the perfect workout plan. Action, however imperfect, trumps inaction every time. Another strategy is to set deadlines for yourself. Having a timeline creates a sense of urgency and prevents you from endlessly revising your plans. Treat your deadlines as non-negotiable commitments and hold yourself accountable to them. Execution also fosters confidence. The more you act, the more capable you feel, and this confidence fuels further action. Over time, you'll realize that it's not about having a flawless plan. It's about building a habit of taking consistent steps toward your goals. Remember, planning is the seed, but execution is the growth. Without action, even the most brilliant plans remain unrealized potential. To achieve greatness, you must dare to act, embrace imperfection, and trust that growth will come through the process. As you execute, you refine, adapt, and improve, ultimately turning your ideas into reality. 11. Be a practitioner. True mastery comes not from theory, but from practice. To grow, you must go beyond intellectual understanding and actively engage with the challenges you wish to overcome. Reading about success, resilience, or personal growth is useful, but it's the application of these lessons that drives transformation. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Being a practitioner means embracing the grind and learning through action. You can read countless books on leadership, for example, but you won't truly understand it until you step into a leadership role and make decisions under pressure. You might study public speaking techniques, but the real learning comes when you stand in front of an audience and confront your fear. Theoretical knowledge is a starting point, but only action can turn potential into reality. Challenges provide a unique kind of learning that books and lectures cannot. When you take on something difficult, whether it's running a marathon, starting a business, or overcoming personal fears, you gain first-hand experience that teaches you about your limits and how to push beyond them. These experiences build confidence, resilience, and competence, which no amount of passive learning can replicate. Being a practitioner also means embracing failure as a necessary part of the journey. Every mistake you make while trying is a lesson learned, a step closer to mastery. Instead of fearing failure, view it as a teacher. The discomfort of mistakes forces you to adjust, refine your approach, and ultimately grow stronger. Theoretical knowledge can't prepare you for these nuances. Only practice can. To embody this principle, seek out opportunities to challenge yourself regularly. If you want to improve your fitness, step into the gym and start lifting weights or running, even if you feel unprepared. If you're building a new skill, practice it daily. no matter how clumsy or awkward it feels at first. The key is to show up and do the work, regardless of how imperfect your efforts may seem. In the end, being a practitioner is about taking responsibility for your growth. It's easy to stay in the safety of learning passively, but progress comes when you step into the arena and face the trials yourself. The more you engage with life's challenges, the more you'll learn about your own potential, and the more you'll transform into the person you aspire to be. 12. Adapt and overcome. Life is unpredictable and obstacles are inevitable. However, your ability to persist through these challenges and adapt to changing circumstances is what defines your resilience. As the Stoics believed, it's not the events themselves that shape you, but how you respond to them. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way, Marcus Aurelius reminds us. Adaptation begins with a mindset of persistence. When faced with a roadblock, the natural reaction might be frustration, defeat, or even giving up. But if you train yourself to see every obstacle as an opportunity to grow, you can shift your perspective. Challenges then become stepping stones rather than insurmountable walls. Each problem you solve strengthens your capacity to handle the next. Adapting requires creativity and flexibility. When one method fails, seek another. For example, if you're pursuing a fitness goal and an injury sets you back, find an alternative way to train, such as swimming or yoga, while you recover. In business, if your initial strategy doesn't yield results, experiment with new approaches until you find what works. This willingness to pivot and adjust is what allows you to keep moving forward, even in difficult circumstances. A crucial part of overcoming challenges is cultivating mental toughness. Your mind must learn to push through discomfort and doubt, refusing to accept defeat. This resilience is built through experience. By repeatedly facing and overcoming adversity, you teach your brain and body to adapt to even the harshest conditions. With each victory, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you initially believed. It's also important to celebrate progress along the way. Acknowledging small wins boosts your confidence and reinforces your commitment to continue adapting and persevering. Over time, this creates a positive feedback loop. The more you overcome, the more confident and capable you become, enabling you to tackle even greater challenges. Ultimately, the principle of adapting and overcoming is about persistence in the face of difficulty. Challenges will come, but how you respond to them is what matters. When you commit to finding solutions, no matter how daunting the problem, you train yourself to become unstoppable. By embracing this mindset, you not only overcome adversity, but also grow stronger, more resourceful, and more resilient with every obstacle you conquer. And day 13. Motivation is temporary. Drive is key. Motivation is a fleeting emotion, one that can inspire action but rarely sustains it. It's easy to feel motivated after hearing an inspiring speech or achieving a small success, but that fire often fizzles out when the grind gets tough. True progress demands something far deeper than motivation. It requires drive, an unwavering commitment to your goals that persists even when motivation disappears. Drive is what keeps you going when the initial excitement wears off. It's rooted in a clear understanding of your why, the purpose behind your efforts. When you have a compelling reason to pursue your goals, you develop a sense of determination that doesn't waver in the face of obstacles. Drive transforms your vision from a mere dream into a non-negotiable mission. The Stoics often emphasize the importance of consistency over feelings. As Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This speaks to the discipline required to act consistently, regardless of how you feel on any given day. Motivation may get you to the starting line, but it's drive that will carry you across the finish line. Developing drive begins with setting clear, meaningful goals. Once you've identified what you want, break those goals down into smaller, actionable steps. Then, commit to those steps, no matter how mundane or difficult they may seem. For example, if your goal is to get in shape, don't rely on the excitement of starting a new workout routine. Instead, focus on showing up to the gym every day, even when you'd rather stay in bed. Over time, this consistency builds momentum and reinforces your commitment. Another key to sustaining drive is learning to manage setbacks. Motivation often fades when things don't go as planned, but drive thrives on resilience. View failures not as reasons to quit, but as opportunities to learn and adapt. This mindset transforms challenges into fuel for growth, keeping you moving forward even when progress feels slow. Finally, understand that drive is a choice, not a feeling. Each day, you decide whether to act in alignment with your goals or to let excuses and distractions take over. By choosing action over inertia, you train yourself to rely on discipline rather than fleeting inspiration. When you embrace drive as your guiding force, you'll find that success is not a matter of luck or temporary enthusiasm. It's the result of relentless effort, a clear purpose, and the determination to keep going no matter what. While motivation might light the spark, drive ensures that the fire never goes out. 14. Harness insecurities. Insecurities and self-doubt are often seen as weaknesses, but they can become powerful tools for growth when approached with the right mindset. Instead of letting your fears and insecurities hold you back, use them as fuel to push yourself further. These feelings are not obstacles. They are opportunities to confront and overcome the limitations you've placed on yourself. Fear of failure, for example, can either paralyze you or drive you to prepare relentlessly. When you acknowledge that you're afraid of falling short, you gain the power to address that fear head-on. This might mean practicing more, studying harder, or seeking guidance from a mentor. The discomfort of insecurity forces you to sharpen your skills and prove to yourself that you're capable. Self-doubt can also be a catalyst for growth. It reveals areas where you feel unprepared or inadequate, prompting you to take action. If you're doubting your ability to give a presentation at work, for instance, use that doubt as a signal to practice your delivery. Learn about the topic in depth and build confidence through preparation. Each step you take toward addressing your insecurities builds resilience and self-belief. As the Stoics taught, adversity can be a gift. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Insecurities are part of the internal challenges you must master. By facing them, you strengthen your character and develop a deeper understanding of yourself. To harness insecurities effectively, start by reframing them. Instead of seeing self-doubt as a barrier, view it as a motivator. Recognize that your insecurities highlight areas for improvement and provide a roadmap for personal development. Rather than avoiding situations that trigger these feelings, lean into them. Each time you confront an insecurity, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than your fears. It's also important to celebrate progress, no matter how small. overcoming insecurities is not an overnight process. It's a journey of consistent effort and gradual growth. Acknowledge each step you take, whether it's speaking up in a meeting, taking a risk on a new project, or simply acknowledging your feelings without letting them control you. Ultimately, your insecurities are not weaknesses. They are opportunities. They challenge you to rise above your limitations and unlock your true potential. When you learn to harness them, you'll discover that the very things you once viewed as obstacles can become the driving force behind your success. 15. Find strength in solitude. In a world filled with constant distractions, finding solitude is a rare and undervalued practice. Yet, it is in moments of quiet reflection that you can gain clarity, strength, and a deeper understanding of yourself. Solitude provides the space to reflect on your desires, examine your purpose, and reconnect with what truly matters, free from the noise of external influences. The Stoics valued solitude as a time for self-reflection and inner growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This retreat into oneself is essential for understanding your true desires and determining whether your actions align with your values and goals. In solitude, you can silence the opinions of others, clear away societal expectations, and focus on your unique path. When you embrace solitude, you allow yourself the freedom to evaluate your life without interference. Are you pursuing goals that genuinely matter to you, or are you chasing achievements dictated by others? Are your daily actions bringing you closer to the life you envision, or are they distractions disguised as progress? These are questions that only solitude can answer. To find strength in solitude, create intentional moments for self-reflection. Turn off your phone, step away from social media, and spend time alone with your thoughts. Whether it's a quiet walk, journaling, or simply sitting in stillness, these practices can help you tune into your inner voice. At first, this silence might feel uncomfortable, especially if you're used to constant stimulation. But over time, it will become a sanctuary for clarity and strength. Solitude is also an opportunity to confront your fears and insecurities. Without distractions, you must face the parts of yourself that you might otherwise avoid. While this can be challenging, it's also incredibly empowering. By sitting with your discomfort, you build resilience and develop a deeper understanding of who you are. Strength in solitude doesn't mean isolating yourself from the world. It means cultivating a relationship with yourself that is strong enough to withstand external pressures. When you know who you are and what you want, you become less swayed by the opinions of others. You can move forward with confidence, secure in the knowledge that your actions align with your authentic self. In solitude, you find the strength to navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose. It is a practice that grounds you, sharpens your focus, and prepares you to face the world with unwavering resolve. 16. Create a vision. Success begins with a clear vision of who you want to become and what you want to achieve. Without a vision, you're like a ship without a destination, drifting aimlessly and reacting to external circumstances instead of steering your life with intention. Creating a vision is the first step in turning dreams into reality, and relentless execution ensures that you bring it to life. A powerful vision is born from introspection. It's not about adopting someone else's idea of success. It's about defining what success means to you. This process requires honesty and self-awareness. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be? What do I want to contribute to the world? What legacy do I want to leave behind? The answers to these questions form the foundation of your vision. Once you've defined your vision, break it down into actionable steps. A grand vision can feel overwhelming, but by dividing it into smaller, manageable goals, you create a roadmap for progress. For example, if your vision is to write a book, start by setting a goal to write 500 words a day. Over time, these small actions compound, bringing you closer to your ultimate goal. Relentless execution is the bridge between vision and reality. This means showing up every day, even when the process feels tedious or difficult. It requires discipline, resilience, and a refusal to quit in the face of setbacks. The Stoics remind us that we have control over our actions, not the outcomes. Focus on what you can do today to move closer to your vision, and let the results take care of themselves. Visualization is another powerful tool for creating a vision. Envision yourself achieving your goal. Picture the details, what it looks like, feels like, and how it impacts your life. This mental rehearsal not only reinforces your commitment, but also trains your brain to recognize opportunities that align with your vision. Remember, a vision without action is just a dream. It's the daily effort, the consistent grind, that transforms your ideas into tangible results. You don't need to have everything figured out from the start. Your vision can evolve as you grow. What matters is that you begin the journey with clarity and purpose. Creating a vision isn't just about setting goals, it's about designing a life that reflects your values, passions, and aspirations. With a clear vision and relentless execution, you can turn even the most ambitious dreams into reality. Chapter 17. Start your journey. The hardest part of self-improvement is taking the first step. It's easy to wait for the right moment, but often that moment never comes. Growth begins when you choose to start, when you decide to face your fears, embrace discomfort, and commit to the path of becoming your best self. The journey may be painful, but the rewards far outweigh the initial struggle. Starting your journey requires courage. It means looking at where you are and accepting that change is necessary. This moment of honesty can be daunting, especially if you feel overwhelmed by the distance between where you are and where you want to be. But as the Stoics teach, every great accomplishment begins with a single, deliberate action. As Seneca said, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Begin by focusing on small, actionable steps. Don't worry about how far you have to go. Instead, concentrate on what you can do today. Whether it's waking up earlier, committing to 10 minutes of exercise, or reading a single chapter of a book, these small efforts build momentum. Over time, consistent action transforms into significant progress. Pain and discomfort are natural parts of the journey. The path to self-improvement often requires you to confront insecurities, break old habits, and face challenges that test your limits. Embrace these struggles as opportunities for growth. Pain is a sign that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and with each step, you become stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. Accountability is key when starting your journey. Be honest with yourself about your progress and setbacks. Celebrate small victories, but also acknowledge when you fall short. Growth isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Each time you stumble, use it as a chance to learn and adjust your approach. Lastly, remember that the journey is yours alone. Don't compare your progress to others or get discouraged by their success. Your path is unique, and what matters is that you're moving forward. Trust the process and have faith in your ability to overcome obstacles along the way. Taking the first step is never easy, but it's the most important. By starting your journey, you signal to yourself and the world that you're ready for change. It's a declaration of intent, a promise to keep pushing forward, no matter what. The path may be long, but with each step, you'll discover strength, purpose, and a deeper understanding of who you are. 18. Set a new normal. Success isn't about occasional bursts of effort. It's about redefining what you consider normal. To thrive in adversity, you must reframe hard work, discipline, and perseverance as your baseline. When you make these qualities a part of your daily routine, challenges that once seemed insurmountable become just another part of your journey. The Stoics often spoke about the power of adaptation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By setting a new normal, you train your mind and body to embrace difficulty as a natural part of life. This shift in mindset allows you to face challenges with resilience and confidence. Start by identifying habits and behaviors that align with your goals. If you want to build physical strength, make exercise a non-negotiable part of your day. If you want to improve your knowledge, commit to reading or learning every day. These actions should become so ingrained in your routine that they feel as natural as eating or sleeping. Reframing your baseline also means redefining your relationship with discomfort. Instead of avoiding hard work, see it as an opportunity to grow. For example, if you're training for a marathon, the long runs and sore muscles aren't obstacles. They're essential steps in achieving your goal. Over time, what once felt difficult will become second nature. Consistency is crucial when setting a new normal. It's not about how much you do in a single day, but about showing up every day. Small, consistent actions lead to big results. By maintaining discipline even when motivation wanes, you solidify your new habits and make progress inevitable. It's also important to celebrate progress. Acknowledge the milestones you reach along the way, no matter how small they seem. These moments reinforce your commitment to your new normal and remind you of how far you've come. Finally, recognize that this process is ongoing. As you grow, your baseline will evolve. What challenges you today may feel easy a year from now, and you'll be ready to set new, higher standards for yourself. This cycle of growth ensures that you're always moving forward, always striving for more. Setting a new normal isn't just about achieving specific goals. It's about transforming the way you approach life. When hard work and perseverance become your default, you're not just surviving adversity, you're thriving in it. By redefining your baseline, you unlock your potential and open the door to a life of continuous growth and achievement. 19. Turn negatives into positives. Life is full of setbacks, failures, and challenges. The way you respond to these obstacles determines whether they become barriers or stepping stones to success. Turning negatives into positives is a mindset that transforms adversity into growth, teaching you to see opportunities where others only see defeat. Reframing challenges begins with perception. When something goes wrong, it's natural to feel frustration, anger, or disappointment. However, the Stoics teach us to separate our emotions from events. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The event itself isn't inherently good or bad. It's your interpretation that gives it meaning. For example, consider a missed promotion at work. Instead of dwelling on feelings of rejection, use it as a chance to improve your skills, network, or pursue a new direction in your career. By shifting your perspective, what seems like a setback can become a catalyst for personal and professional growth. Challenges also provide opportunities to build resilience. Every failure teaches valuable lessons: what went wrong, what could be improved, and how to avoid similar mistakes in the future. These lessons make you stronger and better prepared for future challenges. In this way, failure is not the opposite of success, but a necessary part of the journey toward it. Another key to turning negatives into positives is gratitude. Even in the darkest moments, there is something to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a positive outlook that fuels motivation and perseverance. Instead of resenting a tough workout, be grateful for the opportunity to improve your health and strength. Taking control of your narrative is essential. Don't let negative experiences define you. Instead, use them to shape the story of your resilience and determination. When others see obstacles as insurmountable, you can stand out by embracing challenges and proving that they're opportunities in disguise. Finally, remember that every difficulty you overcome adds to your inner strength. Each time you turn a negative into a positive, you reinforce your ability to face adversity with courage and confidence. Life will always throw curveballs, but by reframing them as opportunities, you can turn every challenge into a stepping stone towards success. 20. Learn through repetition. Mastery is not achieved through talent alone. It requires relentless practice and repeated exposure to difficulty. Repetition is the process by which skills are refined, mental toughness is built, and true growth occurs. As Aristotle famously said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The power of repetition lies in its ability to create familiarity and confidence. The first time you attempt something difficult, whether it's public speaking, learning a new skill, or facing a fear, it feels overwhelming. But with each repetition, the task becomes less intimidating. Your brain adapts, neural pathways strengthen, and what once seemed impossible becomes second nature. Consider athletes training for competition. They don't rely on natural ability alone. They repeat drills, refine techniques, and simulate game scenarios countless times. This repetition prepares them for high-pressure moments, ensuring they can perform with precision when it matters most. The same principle applies to life's challenges. By repeatedly confronting your fears and weaknesses, you develop the skills and resilience needed to overcome them. Repetition also teaches patience and discipline. Progress is rarely linear. There will be setbacks and plateaus. However, by committing to consistent effort, you build the perseverance needed to push through difficult periods. This mindset separates those who achieve mastery from those who give up when results don't come quickly. Failure is an integral part of the process. Each attempt, successful or not, provides valuable feedback that helps you improve. Repetition allows you to learn from your mistakes and refine your approach. It's not about getting it right the first time, but about learning through every attempt until you achieve your goal. To make repetition effective, set clear, incremental goals. Break down complex tasks into smaller, manageable steps that can be practiced repeatedly. This not only makes the process less daunting, but also provides frequent opportunities to celebrate progress, reinforcing your commitment to the journey. Finally, embrace the grind. Repetition can be tedious and exhausting, But it's through this grind that greatness is forged. The ability to persist, even when motivation wanes, is what sets successful individuals apart. Repetition isn't just about skill building, it's about building the mental toughness required to keep going when others would stop. In the end, mastery is the result of consistent effort over time. By embracing repetition and viewing it as an opportunity to grow, you not only develop new skills, but also cultivate the resilience and determination needed to achieve lasting success. 21. Live without regrets. Life is full of choices, and the decisions you make today shape the person you'll become tomorrow. Choosing the easy path might seem tempting in the moment, but it often leads to a life filled with what-ifs and regrets. To truly live without regrets, you must embrace challenges, confront your fears, and commit to a path of personal growth, even when it's difficult. The easy path offers comfort and safety, but it rarely leads to fulfillment. As the Stoics often remind us, enduring hardship is what builds character and strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The obstacles you face are not barriers, but opportunities to become stronger and wiser. Avoiding challenges may bring temporary relief, but it often leaves a void. At the end of your life, you don't want to look back and wonder what could have been if you had taken risks or pushed yourself beyond your comfort zone. Regret is the pain of realizing you didn't live up to your potential or pursue your dreams with courage and determination. Living without regrets doesn't mean avoiding failure. It means embracing failure as a stepping stone to success. Failure teaches lessons that comfort never can. Every setback provides insight, resilience, and an opportunity to improve. The fear of failing should never outweigh the desire to grow and achieve. To live a life free of regrets, align your actions with your values. Identify what truly matters to you and let those priorities guide your decisions. Whether it's pursuing a dream career, building meaningful relationships, or dedicating yourself to personal improvement, choose paths that resonate with your deeper purpose. Additionally, cultivate the courage to make bold decisions. The greatest regrets often stem not from the things we did, but from the things we didn't do, the risks we didn't take, the opportunities we let slip by. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca advised, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, but because we do not dare that they are difficult. Lastly, practice mindfulness and gratitude. Living without regrets requires being fully present in each moment and appreciating the journey, not just the destination. By focusing on what you can control and making intentional choices, you can ensure that your life is one of purpose, growth, and fulfillment. 22. Clear mental clutter. Your mind, like a cluttered garage, can become overwhelmed with distractions, unresolved emotions, and unproductive thoughts. This mental clutter blocks discipline, focus, and consistent effort, making it difficult to achieve your goals. To reach your full potential, you must clear this clutter and create mental space for growth. Mental clutter often takes the form of negative self-talk, unfinished tasks, and overthinking. These distractions drain your energy and prevent you from focusing on what truly matters. By organizing your thoughts and priorities, you free your mind to operate at its best. As the Stoics teach, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. The first step to clearing mental clutter is self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts and identify what's holding you back. Are you dwelling on past mistakes, worrying about the future, or comparing yourself to others? Recognizing these patterns is the key to breaking free from them. Next, practice the art of prioritization. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. Many of us waste mental energy on things beyond our influence, leading to frustration and anxiety. By channeling your efforts into areas where you can make a difference, you reclaim your mental bandwidth for productive actions. Journaling is another powerful tool for decluttering your mind. Writing down your thoughts, goals, and worries helps you process emotions and gain clarity. It allows you to offload mental baggage and organize your priorities in a tangible way. A clear mind fosters discipline, enabling you to stick to your goals and make consistent progress. Physical habits also play a role in clearing mental clutter. Activities like exercise, meditation, and mindfulness practice help calm the mind and reduce stress. These practices create a mental reset, allowing you to approach challenges with focus and determination. Finally, be mindful of the information you consume. Social media, news, and constant notifications can overload your brain with unnecessary noise. Set boundaries around your digital habits to maintain a clear and focused mind. By clearing mental clutter, you create space for discipline, focus, and growth. A clear mind is not just a peaceful one, it's a powerful tool for achieving your goals and living a purposeful life. In the words of Epictetus, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Take charge of your mental environment and unlock your full potential. 23. Pride in hard work. True pride and self-respect come not from external validation or fleeting accolades, but from the disciplined effort you put into becoming the best version of yourself. Pride in hard work is the foundation of genuine confidence. A confidence built not on what others say about you, but on the knowledge that you've earned your achievements through relentless dedication. The modern world often glorifies instant success and shortcuts, leaving many people searching for external validation. Whether it's likes on social media, praise from colleagues, or recognition from peers, we've been conditioned to seek approval from others. However, this kind of validation is fleeting and unreliable. It shifts with opinions, trends, and circumstances beyond your control. In contrast, pride derived from hard work is unshakable. It's something no one can take away from you. The Stoics believe that our character is defined by the effort we put into our actions. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do what you must. Let nothing distract you. You have seen what happens when you allow distractions." When you commit fully to the task at hand, pouring your energy and focus into it, you're not just accomplishing a goal, you're shaping the person you become. Each disciplined action reinforces your sense of self-worth and fuels your inner confidence. Hard work is not glamorous, and it often goes unnoticed. Waking up early to exercise, staying late to finish a project, or spending extra time mastering a skill, these efforts may not earn you applause, but they're the silent builders of self-respect. Every time you push through resistance and choose discipline over comfort, you send yourself a message: I am capable, I am strong. Moreover, pride in hard work builds resilience. Life will inevitably throw challenges your way, and external validation will vanish in those moments. But if you've built your confidence on the foundation of effort, you'll find the strength to persevere. You'll know that no matter how tough the situation, you've faced difficulties before, and you can do it again. Finally, Hard work teaches you to focus on the process rather than the outcome. Results are important, but they're often out of your control. What you can control is the effort you put in. When you take pride in your effort, success becomes secondary to the satisfaction of knowing you gave your best. In the end, pride in hard work isn't just about accomplishing goals. It's about becoming a person you respect and admire. It's about earning confidence from within, not borrowing it from others. As Epictetus said, "How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself?" The time to build that pride starts now, with hard work. 24. Resist comparisons. In a world saturated with constant displays of others' success, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to those around you. Social media, professional competition, and societal expectations often amplify the pressure to measure your worth against external benchmarks. However, true progress and clarity come when you resist comparisons and focus solely on your own journey. Comparing yourself to others is inherently flawed because no two people share the same starting point, challenges, or circumstances. While someone else's accomplishments may look impressive, they don't reveal the struggles or sacrifices that person endured to get there. Likewise, your own progress might not look remarkable from the outside, but it could represent a monumental personal victory. The Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on what you can control, your own actions, choices, and growth. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." When you compare yourself to others, you shift your focus away from your unique path and start chasing someone else's definition of success. This not only creates unnecessary stress, but also clouds your clarity and purpose. Resisting comparisons requires self-awareness and intentionality. Start by defining what success means to you. What are your values? What are your goals? When you measure your progress against your own benchmarks rather than someone else's, you maintain focus and avoid the distraction of external noise. Your only competition should be the person you were yesterday. Additionally, comparisons often breed envy, which is corrosive to both mental health and personal growth. Envy focuses on what you lack rather than what you have, leading to dissatisfaction and a scarcity mindset. Instead, practice gratitude for your progress and celebrate the achievements of others as inspiration rather than competition. One practical way to resist comparisons is to limit your exposure to environments that fuel them, such as excessive time on social media. Replace comparison-driven habits with self-reflective practices like journaling or meditation. These activities help you center yourself and align your actions with your personal goals. Ultimately, the journey of self-improvement is about progress, not perfection. As long as you're moving forward and learning from your experiences, you're succeeding. Measuring yourself against others dilutes this focus. As Marcus Aurelius advised, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. By focusing on your own growth and resisting comparisons, you'll cultivate clarity, confidence, and fulfillment on your terms. 25. Find peace through action. Lasting peace is not achieved through avoidance or passivity, but through confronting challenges head-on. When you tackle life's difficulties with determination, you gain not only self-respect, but also the deep sense of inner calm that comes from knowing you've done everything in your power to overcome adversity. Peace is not the absence of struggle. It is the reward of enduring struggle and emerging stronger on the other side. Inaction often breeds anxiety. When we avoid confronting challenges, they linger in our minds, growing in complexity and causing stress. Avoidance creates a sense of helplessness, as problems that could have been resolved with effort remain unresolved, compounding our frustration. Taking action, even imperfectly, breaks this cycle. It gives you a sense of control and allows you to channel your energy into productive solutions. The Stoics understood this principle well. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Action aligns your focus on what you can control, freeing your mind from the weight of worries beyond your influence. When you engage with life's challenges directly, you reclaim agency over your circumstances. Action also builds self-respect. Each time you step up to a challenge, you prove to yourself that you are capable and resilient. This sense of accomplishment builds confidence, which becomes a foundation for inner peace. You no longer fear challenges because you know you have the tools to face them. However, finding peace through action does not mean acting recklessly or rushing into every situation. It's about deliberate, thoughtful effort. Break large challenges into smaller, manageable tasks and address them systematically. This approach not only makes problems less overwhelming, but also gives you a sense of momentum as you see progress. Moreover, action fosters growth and resilience. Life's difficulties are not just obstacles, but opportunities to refine your character. Every challenge you confront teaches you something valuable about yourself, your strengths, your limits, and your capacity to adapt. These lessons accumulate over time, enabling you to face future difficulties with greater ease and confidence. True peace comes from knowing you've done your best. It's not about avoiding discomfort, but about embracing it as a necessary step toward growth. As Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." By confronting challenges head-on, you align your actions with your values, fostering self-respect and a sense of fulfillment. This alignment is where peace is truly found. 26. Life is a training ground. Every experience you encounter, whether triumphant or painful, is part of a greater process of preparation. Life is a training ground where every moment, every success, and every failure contributes to your growth. When you treat life as a continuous opportunity to learn and improve, you approach challenges with a mindset that transforms obstacles into stepping stones for future achievements. This perspective shifts how you view difficulties. Instead of seeing them as disruptions, you begin to recognize them as essential tests that strengthen your character and build your resilience. Just as a soldier trains rigorously to be prepared for the battlefield, you must train your mind and spirit for the inevitable trials of life. The lessons learned through adversity are what equip you to handle greater challenges with confidence and composure. The Stoics often emphasized this approach. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." When you embrace life as a training ground, you understand that every hardship serves a purpose. It's not about avoiding pain, but about using it to fortify your resolve and expand your capacity for endurance. Preparation is key to thriving in this training ground. Just as athletes prepare for competition through disciplined practice, you can prepare for life's challenges by cultivating mental toughness, emotional resilience, and adaptability. Anticipate obstacles and build habits that strengthen your ability to face them. This might mean developing patience, sharpening your problem-solving skills, or practicing mindfulness to remain calm under pressure. Moreover, treating life as a training ground keeps you grounded in the present moment. Each experience, no matter how mundane or difficult, becomes an opportunity to improve. Instead of longing for an easier life or fearing the future, you focus on honing your skills today. This focus not only builds resilience, but also fosters gratitude for the lessons life provides. Life's training ground is unrelenting. There are no shortcuts, and the tests will vary in intensity. But this is precisely what makes it so valuable. Each trial shapes you into a more capable, self-aware individual. When you embrace this process, you become more prepared for whatever life throws your way, confident in your ability to adapt and overcome. As Marcus Aurelius observed, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every obstacle you face is not a barrier, but a tool for growth. By treating life as a training ground, you transform every experience into an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. 27. Inspire through action. True inspiration doesn't come from words alone. It comes from actions that demonstrate resilience, growth, and unwavering commitment to excellence. When you rise above challenges and push through adversity, you set an example that others can follow. Your journey of self-improvement has the power to motivate others to realize their potential simply by showing them what's possible. In a world filled with empty promises and quick-fix solutions, actions speak louder than anything else. People are drawn to authenticity, and there is nothing more authentic than someone who actively lives the principles they espouse. By walking the path of discipline and perseverance, you become a living testament to the rewards of hard work and personal growth. The Stoics believed in leading by example. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers, consistently reminded himself to act with integrity, courage, and humility, knowing that his actions would inspire those around him. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This philosophy emphasizes the importance of embodying the values you wish to see in others, rather than merely talking about them. Your resilience and growth have a ripple effect. When people witness your transformation, they see that their own goals are achievable. Your struggles, when faced with courage and determination, provide others with a roadmap for navigating their own challenges. By sharing your journey, its highs and lows, successes and failures, you show others that progress is rarely linear, but always worthwhile. Inspiring through action also cultivates a deeper sense of purpose in your own life. Knowing that your efforts can positively impact others reinforces your resolve to keep going, even when times are tough. This purpose drives you to stay consistent and strive for greatness, not just for your own benefit, but to empower those who look up to you. It's important to note that inspiration is not about perfection. No one is inspired by someone who appears flawless and untouchable. Instead, people are motivated by those who are open about their struggles and vulnerabilities, but refuse to let those obstacles define them. By showing others that it's possible to rise above life's challenges, you give them the courage to do the same. Ultimately, your actions have the potential to ignite a chain reaction of growth and resilience in the people around you. As Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." By living with purpose, discipline, and determination, you become a beacon of possibility, proving that with effort and perseverance, anyone can achieve greatness. 28. Own your journey. Your life is your responsibility. No one else can walk your path, and no one else can overcome the struggles you face. To own your journey is to fully embrace your unique path and recognize that every challenge, setback, and triumph is an essential part of your story. By taking full accountability for your life, you transform struggles into opportunities for greatness. Owning your journey starts with letting go of excuses. It's tempting to blame circumstances, other people, or even bad luck for where you are in life. But as the Stoics teach, the only thing you truly control is yourself, your actions, your mindset, and your reactions to events. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Accepting this truth is the first step toward reclaiming your agency and steering your life in the direction you desire. When you take ownership of your journey, you begin to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones. Each difficulty you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. This shift in perspective transforms setbacks into powerful lessons. Rather than feeling defeated by failure, you learn to see it as part of the process of achieving greatness. It's important to remember that no two journeys are alike. Comparing your progress to others only distracts you from your path. Focus instead on your unique goals, values, and circumstances. Your struggles are your training ground, shaping you into the person you're meant to become. By embracing the hardships and pushing through them, you develop resilience and confidence that cannot be shaken. Taking ownership also means holding yourself accountable. It's about being honest with yourself about where you're falling short and taking action to improve. This level of accountability requires courage and humility, but it's essential for growth. As Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Finally, owning your journey means celebrating your progress. It's easy to focus on how far you still have to go, but don't forget to acknowledge how far you've come. Each step forward, no matter how small, is proof of your strength and determination. By owning your journey, you not only achieve your goals, but also discover your true potential and purpose along the way. Your journey is yours alone, but the impact of owning it extends far beyond yourself. By taking responsibility for your life, you inspire others to do the same, proving that greatness is possible for anyone willing to embrace their path with courage and determination. 29. Overcome external judgments. True confidence isn't built on the shaky foundation of others' approval. It's built on the unshakable certainty that you've put in the work to become the best version of yourself. To overcome external judgments, you must shift your focus inward and measure your worth by your own efforts and achievements, not by the opinions of others. The Stoics emphasized the importance of self-reliance and internal validation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This observation highlights a common trap, placing too much weight on external judgments, which are often superficial and fleeting. By letting go of the need for validation from others, you reclaim the power to define your self-worth. Overcoming external judgments requires a deep understanding of your goals and values. When you are clear about what you stand for and what you're working toward, the opinions of others lose their influence. Criticism, whether fair or unfounded, becomes background noise compared to the clarity of your mission. This shift in focus allows you to act with integrity and purpose, regardless of external perceptions. It's also essential to recognize that external judgments often reveal more about the person judging than about you. People project their fears, insecurities, and limitations onto others, creating distorted evaluations. By understanding this, you can separate constructive feedback from baseless criticism and focus only on what helps you grow. Building confidence through hard work is a process. Every time you push through a challenge, overcome adversity, or achieve a personal goal, you reinforce your belief in your abilities. This internal sense of accomplishment becomes a shield against the negativity and doubt projected by others. When you know you've earned your progress through effort and resilience, no external judgment can undermine your confidence. Remember, even the most successful individuals face criticism. In fact, the more you achieve, the more judgments you'll attract. The key is to see external opinions for what they are, temporary and often irrelevant. As Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This mindset frees you from the fear of judgment, allowing you to focus entirely on your growth. Ultimately, overcoming external judgments isn't about ignoring others. It's about prioritizing your own standards over theirs. When you base your confidence on your hard work and dedication, you become unstoppable. You no longer need validation to feel worthy, because your self-worth is rooted in something far more enduring: your own efforts. 30. Leverage. Chosen. Suffering. Growth and resilience are born from hardship, but you don't have to wait for life to throw challenges your way. By intentionally engaging in chosen suffering, deliberately taking on difficult tasks and situations, you prepare yourself for life's inevitable difficulties and build a foundation of inner strength. The Stoics understood the value of voluntarily facing discomfort. Seneca wrote, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" This practice of exposing oneself to discomfort not only builds resilience, but also reduces fear by proving that adversity is survivable. Chosen suffering sharpens both the mind and body. When you willingly step outside your comfort zone, you train yourself to endure and adapt. This could mean pursuing physical challenges like intense exercise or fasting, or mental challenges like mastering a difficult skill or having hard conversations. The key is to take on tasks that push your limits and teach you how to persevere. Engaging in chosen suffering also shifts your relationship with adversity. When you regularly face challenges on your own terms, you become less intimidated by the unexpected hardships that life throws your way. You develop a mindset of adaptability and resourcefulness, knowing that you've already proven your ability to endure discomfort and emerge stronger. Moreover, chosen suffering provides a sense of purpose and accomplishment. By willingly tackling difficult tasks, you take control of your growth and demonstrate to yourself that you are capable of far more than you initially believed. This process builds confidence and self-respect, reinforcing the idea that you can handle whatever comes your way. It's important to approach chosen suffering with intention. The goal isn't to seek pain for its own sake, but to use discomfort as a tool for growth. Whether it's waking up early to work toward your goals, pushing yourself in your workouts, or committing to learning a new skill, each act of chosen suffering contributes to your long-term resilience and success. Ultimately, life is filled with unavoidable hardships, but those who have trained themselves through chosen suffering are better equipped to handle them. By willingly stepping into discomfort, you transform fear into strength and uncertainty into confidence. As Epictetus said, difficulties show what men are. Chosen suffering ensures that when difficulties arise, you'll meet them with unwavering resolve. 31. Relentlessly seek growth. True success isn't a final destination. It's a continuous journey of self-improvement and evolution. Relentlessly seeking growth means never settling for mediocrity, even after achieving significant milestones. This mindset requires you to constantly challenge yourself, explore new territories, and push the boundaries of what you believe is possible. The danger of complacency lies in the false sense of security that comes with success. Achieving a goal often feels like a finish line, but it's really just another checkpoint in the lifelong process of becoming your best self. If you stop striving for growth after reaching a milestone, you risk stagnation and losing the very qualities that helped you succeed in the first place. Relentless growth begins with a mindset of curiosity and humility. Even the most accomplished individuals understand that there is always more to learn, improve, and explore. As Marcus Aurelius observed, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Your actions today lay the foundation for your future, and choosing growth ensures that your potential continues to expand. Challenging yourself doesn't always mean taking on monumental tasks. It's about consistently stepping out of your comfort zone, even in small ways, to test your limits and build resilience. Whether it's learning a new skill, tackling a difficult project, or refining your habits, each step forward reinforces your commitment to improvement. Relentless growth also requires self-awareness. It's essential to evaluate where you currently stand and identify areas for improvement. This process involves honest self-reflection and a willingness to confront your weaknesses. By doing so, you uncover opportunities for growth and set meaningful goals that align with your aspirations. It's important to celebrate your achievements along the way, but don't let them define you. Instead of resting on your laurels, use your successes as motivation to aim even higher. Remember, the pursuit of excellence is not about perfection, it's about progress. Every step you take toward growth, no matter how small, contributes to a life of fulfillment and purpose. In relentlessly seeking growth, you not only enrich your own life, but also inspire those around you. Your commitment to improvement demonstrates that success is not about talent or luck. It's about dedication, effort, and an unyielding desire to be better than you were yesterday. As Seneca wisely noted, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." 32. Face reality. Honestly. The foundation of true personal growth lies in the courage to face reality honestly. This means acknowledging your flaws, limitations, and mistakes without excuses or denial. While this process can be uncomfortable, it's the first step toward meaningful improvement and long-term success. Honesty with yourself requires humility. It's easy to rationalize failures or blame external factors for your shortcomings, but growth begins when you take full responsibility for your life. As the Stoics taught, the only thing within your control is your response to circumstances. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You must become your own master. Learn to reign over yourself, to see yourself clearly, and to take action to better yourself." Facing reality involves taking a hard look at your habits, choices, and mindset. Where are you holding yourself back? What patterns are preventing you from reaching your potential? This kind of self-assessment can be uncomfortable, but it's essential for identifying the areas where change is needed. Once you've acknowledged your flaws, the next step is to address them with deliberate action. Improvement doesn't happen by accident. It requires effort, discipline, and a commitment to growth. Whether it's building better habits, seeking feedback from others, or pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, the key is to take consistent steps toward becoming the person you want to be. It's also important to accept that the process of improvement is ongoing. There will always be new challenges to face and areas to refine. Instead of viewing this as a burden, see it as an opportunity to continuously evolve and adapt. As Epictetus said, progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily. Facing reality honestly doesn't mean being overly critical or harsh with yourself. It's about balancing accountability with self-compassion. Recognize your progress and celebrate your wins, but remain grounded in the understanding that there's always room to grow. This balance keeps you motivated without becoming discouraged. Ultimately, the willingness to confront the truth about yourself is what separates those who stagnate from those who thrive. When you stop hiding from your flaws and start working to overcome them, you unlock your potential and set yourself on a path to lasting success. The truth may be difficult to face, but it is also the key to achieving the life you've always wanted. 33. Embrace uncertainty. Growth lies in the spaces where comfort ends and uncertainty begins. Embracing uncertainty means stepping into the unknown, challenging your assumptions, and accepting that you may not always have control over the outcome. This mindset is essential for anyone striving to achieve greatness, because true progress is rarely found in familiar and predictable surroundings. Stepping into uncertainty can be intimidating. The human brain is wired to seek safety and predictability, making it easy to resist change. However, staying in your comfort zone leads to stagnation. Growth requires taking risks, trying new things, and being willing to fail. As the Stoics taught, fear of the unknown is often worse than the reality itself. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By confronting uncertainty head-on, you gain clarity, resilience, and confidence. When you embrace uncertainty, you open yourself to possibilities that were previously out of reach. Whether it's pursuing a new career, starting a challenging project, or having a difficult conversation, the willingness to face the unknown can lead to transformative experiences. Each step into uncertainty is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and discover strengths you didn't know you had. The key to navigating uncertainty is to shift your mindset. Instead of viewing the unknown as a threat, see it as an adventure. Reframe fear as excitement and focus on what you stand to gain rather than what you might lose. This perspective allows you to approach challenges with curiosity and courage rather than hesitation and doubt. Another vital aspect of embracing uncertainty is learning to let go of the need for perfection or complete control. Life is inherently unpredictable, and no amount of planning can eliminate every variable. Accepting this reality frees you to take action despite your fears. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Ultimately, embracing uncertainty is about trusting yourself. It's about knowing that no matter what challenges arise, you have the resilience and resourcefulness to adapt and overcome. Each time you step into the unknown, you expand your comfort zone and build the foundation for greater achievements. The path to growth may be unclear, but it's the journey through uncertainty that shapes who you are and brings you closer to your potential. 34. Find drive in purpose. Purpose is the engine that fuels resilience, determination, and growth. When you have a clear sense of purpose, you gain the drive to overcome obstacles, push through hardships, and remain steadfast in the pursuit of your goals. It provides direction and meaning, transforming ordinary efforts into extraordinary accomplishments. Defining your purpose is the first and most crucial step. Purpose is deeply personal. It's not about what others expect from you, but about what ignites your passion and aligns with your values. Take the time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What motivates you? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? The answers to these questions will help you uncover your purpose. Once you've identified your purpose, it becomes a guiding force in your life. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable now become stepping stones toward your goal. Obstacles are no longer reasons to quit, but opportunities to grow stronger. As Viktor Frankl observed in Man's Search for Meaning, those who have a why to live can bear almost any how. Living with purpose requires relentless focus and determination. It means staying committed even when the path gets difficult or when others doubt your vision. Purpose-driven individuals understand that setbacks are part of the journey and use them as fuel to keep moving forward. This unwavering commitment builds resilience and ensures progress, no matter the circumstances. Purpose also shields you from distractions and societal pressures. When you're clear about your goals, you're less likely to be swayed by the opinions or judgments of others. Instead of comparing yourself to others, you measure success based on how well you're living in alignment with your purpose. Finding drive in purpose doesn't mean you won't face doubts or moments of weakness. It means you'll have the strength to persevere despite them. Purpose gives you a reason to get up every morning and take action, no matter how small, toward your goals. It turns ordinary days into meaningful steps on your journey. In the end, purpose is what makes life fulfilling. It's not about achieving a final destination, but about knowing that your efforts are meaningful and aligned with who you are. By defining and pursuing your purpose, you unlock your potential and inspire others to do the same. Let your purpose be the anchor that keeps you grounded and the compass that guides you forward, no matter the obstacles you face. 35. Strength through adversity. Adversity is life's ultimate teacher, revealing truths about ourselves that comfort and ease often hide. Strength through adversity is not about avoiding challenges, but rather embracing them as opportunities for growth. Each difficult moment provides a chance to learn, build resilience, and discover clarity in what truly matters. When faced with adversity, the first instinct is often to escape or avoid the discomfort. However, the Stoics teach us that suffering is not inherently negative. It's how we respond to it that determines its impact. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By confronting adversity head-on, we transform obstacles into stepping stones for growth. The key to gaining strength from adversity is reflection. When life presents challenges, pause to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Whether it's a failed project, a lost opportunity, or a personal setback, every struggle carries a lesson. These moments force us to evaluate our actions, adapt our approach, and refine our understanding of ourselves and the world. Adversity also reveals our true character. It tests our patience, perseverance, and ability to remain focused under pressure. While success can be fleeting, the lessons learned through hardship are lasting. The strength you build by navigating tough times equips you to handle future challenges with greater confidence and wisdom. Moreover, adversity helps us appreciate what we have. It's often during difficult times that we gain a deeper sense of gratitude for the people, opportunities, and experiences in our lives. This perspective fosters humility and a greater appreciation for the journey, rather than just the destination. Resilience is built incrementally through adversity. Each time you face a challenge and refuse to give up, you strengthen your mental fortitude. Over time, what once seemed overwhelming becomes manageable, and what once seemed impossible becomes achievable. Adversity, when embraced, becomes a catalyst for personal evolution. Ultimately, strength through adversity is about perspective. Instead of seeing hardships as setbacks, view them as essential parts of your journey. Lean into the discomfort, learn from it, and let it mold you into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Life's most valuable lessons often come from its most difficult moments, and by studying these moments, you prepare yourself not just to survive, but to thrive. 36. Use the cookie jar technique. The cookie jar technique is a powerful mental strategy for drawing strength and motivation during tough times. It involves reflecting on past achievements and victories, no matter how small, to remind yourself of your capacity to overcome challenges. This method not only boosts confidence, but also provides the mental fortitude needed to face current obstacles. Think of the cookie jar as a reservoir of your personal triumphs. Each time you've endured a struggle, achieved a goal, or pushed beyond your perceived limits, you've placed a cookie in the jar. These cookies represent proof of your resilience, resourcefulness, and determination. When life gets hard, reaching into this metaphorical jar allows you to draw on these memories as a source of encouragement. For example, imagine you're tackling a daunting project and feel overwhelmed. By recalling a time when you overcame a similar challenge, you remind yourself that you've succeeded before and can do it again. This shift in mindset transforms doubt into determination and fear into focus. The cookie jar technique is particularly effective because it's rooted in evidence. It's easy to feel defeated when facing adversity, but the tangible proof of your past successes serves as a powerful counter-argument to negative thoughts. It's a reminder that you've been here before and that you have the tools to navigate the current situation. This technique also cultivates gratitude. As you reflect on your past accomplishments, you recognize the effort and perseverance that went into each one. This awareness not only boosts your confidence, but also reinforces the importance of persistence and hard work. To make the cookie jar technique even more impactful, write down your accomplishments in a journal or create a physical list. During moments of doubt, revisit these records to reignite your belief in yourself. The act of documenting your wins can itself be a motivating ritual, reminding you of how far you've come. Ultimately, the cookie jar technique is about building a mental arsenal of resilience. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable, but your past victories are proof that you can overcome whatever comes your way. By regularly reflecting on your achievements, you strengthen your ability to persevere and maintain a positive outlook, no matter how tough the journey gets. 37. The power of reframing. Life is filled with moments that can either break us or build us. It all depends on how we frame them. The power of reframing lies in transforming pain, criticism, or hardship into opportunities for motivation and growth. This mental shift enables us to take control of our perspective and see challenges not as setbacks, but as stepping stones toward our goals. Reframing begins with recognizing that life doesn't happen to us, it happens for us. When faced with adversity, instead of succumbing to frustration or despair, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? By viewing difficulties as lessons, you empower yourself to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. For example, criticism, while often hard to hear, can be a valuable tool for self-improvement if viewed as feedback rather than a personal attack. Take failure as another example. Instead of internalizing it as proof of inadequacy, reframe it as evidence of effort and a necessary part of learning. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset shift transforms failure into a key component of eventual success, giving you the courage to keep trying. Reframing also applies to physical and emotional pain. Pain, whether from a grueling workout or a tough life situation, can be seen as proof that you are pushing your limits. It's a signal that growth is happening. Embrace it as a sign of progress, and suddenly, what felt unbearable becomes a badge of honor, a testament to your resilience and determination. Criticism, too, can be reframed into motivation. Instead of allowing negative opinions to discourage you, use them as fuel to prove your doubters wrong. Let their words become a challenge that drives you to excel. As Marcus Aurelius advised, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." Your perception holds the power to neutralize negativity and transform it into strength. Ultimately, reframing is about reclaiming control over how you interpret life's events. By actively choosing to see the silver lining in every cloud, you become the architect of your mindset. This doesn't mean ignoring hardship. It means using it as a catalyst for growth. When you master the art of reframing, you unlock an inner resilience that can carry you through even the toughest challenges, turning obstacles into opportunities for transformation. 38. Greatness requires sacrifice. Achieving greatness is not for the faint of heart. It demands sacrifice. Comfort, convenience, and societal norms must often be left behind to reach your full potential. Greatness is about prioritizing long-term goals over short-term gratification, and that requires discipline, determination, and the willingness to stand apart from the crowd. Sacrifice begins with a choice. What are you willing to give up to get where you want to be? For some, it's the comfort of sleeping in to wake up early and train. For others, it's the security of a steady but uninspiring job to chase a dream. These sacrifices might seem daunting, but they are essential for personal growth. As Epictetus said, "If you want something, be prepared to pay the price." One of the first sacrifices is often comfort. Comfort zones are safe but stagnant. They offer security but stifle growth. True progress happens outside the familiar, in the space where challenges stretch your limits. Whether it's enduring physical pain during a workout, mental fatigue from long hours of study, or emotional discomfort from taking risks, these sacrifices forge strength and resilience. Societal norms and expectations are another area of sacrifice. Pursuing greatness often means going against the grain, challenging conventional wisdom, and embracing a path that others might not understand. It can be lonely, as not everyone will support or even comprehend your vision. However, greatness requires independence of thought and action, a willingness to chart your own course. Time is another resource that must be sacrificed. Instead of indulging in leisure or distractions, great individuals dedicate their hours to honing their craft, building their skills, and pursuing their goals. This doesn't mean a life devoid of joy, but it does require prioritizing what truly matters. Sacrificing fleeting pleasures for lasting fulfillment is a hallmark of those who achieve extraordinary things. Perhaps the greatest sacrifice is the willingness to face pain and failure. Greatness is not achieved without setbacks, and those who succeed understand that failure is part of the process. They sacrifice their ego, embrace humility, and learn from their mistakes, using each stumble as a stepping stone toward success. In the end, greatness is not about what you gain, but what you're willing to give up. It's about making hard choices and sticking to them, even when the path is difficult. Those sacrifices, though painful, lead to a life of purpose, achievement, and self-respect. A life lived at its fullest potential. 39. Seek challenges, not comfort. True growth begins where comfort ends. Seeking challenges, not comfort, is the cornerstone of personal development. When you willingly face the hardest trials, you push beyond your limits, break down mental barriers, and uncover your untapped potential. Comfort zones may feel safe, but they are also where progress stalls. Challenges are the ultimate teachers. They force you to confront your fears, adapt to new situations, and build resilience. Without them, life becomes stagnant, a cycle of routine that doesn't foster growth. As Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." By stepping outside your comfort zone, you expose yourself to the very experiences that shape and strengthen your character. Consider how growth works in the physical realm. To build muscle, you need to challenge your body with resistance. Similarly, mental and emotional growth occurs when you subject yourself to difficulties. Facing these trials may be uncomfortable, even painful, but they are essential for cultivating discipline, adaptability, and perseverance. Seeking challenges doesn't mean recklessly chasing hardship. It means deliberately choosing the path of growth over the path of least resistance. For instance, taking on a difficult project at work, training for a marathon, or learning a new skill requires effort, but these efforts yield invaluable rewards. Each challenge you overcome reinforces your belief in your abilities and prepares you for even greater tests. Facing trials willingly also strengthens your mental toughness. When you confront discomfort head-on, you learn to embrace the process rather than fear the outcome. You develop the mindset that no matter how daunting a challenge may seem, you have the capacity to endure and prevail. This confidence becomes a powerful tool in all areas of life. Importantly, challenges also cultivate humility. They remind you that growth is a journey, not a destination, and that every obstacle is an opportunity to learn. When you consistently choose to challenge yourself, you break free from the limitations of fear and complacency, setting the stage for meaningful and lasting progress. In seeking challenges, you redefine your relationship with discomfort. It no longer becomes something to avoid, but something to embrace. Through these experiences, you grow not only in skill, but also in self-awareness, resilience, and confidence. The hardest trials are where you discover who you truly are and what you are capable of becoming. 40. Never quit. Perseverance is the foundation of mastery. To never quit means to face challenges with relentless determination and to return to them again and again until success is achieved. This mindset is what separates those who merely try from those who truly excel. Quitting is often the easiest option when the going gets tough. The mind seeks comfort and avoidance when faced with difficulty, whispering excuses like, "It's too hard," or "I'm not good enough." But mastery lies on the other side of persistence. The only way to break through obstacles is to refuse to give up, no matter how many times you stumble along the way. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His success in inventing the light bulb came not from talent alone, but from his relentless refusal to quit. Every failure became a stepping stone to eventual success. This lesson applies to all areas of life. Persistence transforms setbacks into opportunities for growth. Returning to a challenge after failure builds resilience and mental toughness. Each attempt strengthens your resolve and reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. This process isn't just about achieving a specific goal. It's about activity that welcomes adversity as an essential part of the journey. Adopting a never-quit mindset also means reframing failure. Instead of viewing it as a stopping point, see it as a necessary part of the learning process. Failure reveals gaps in knowledge or skill, providing the feedback needed to improve. Every setback becomes an opportunity to refine your approach and come back stronger. Persistence also has a compounding effect. Each time you refuse to quit, you build momentum, making the next challenge slightly easier to tackle. This forward momentum creates a cycle of progress that fuels itself, pushing you closer to mastery with every effort. To embody the principle of never quit, you must make a conscious decision to keep going, regardless of circumstances. This decision is what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades or obstacles seem insurmountable. It's a commitment to your goals and a declaration that giving up is not an option. Ultimately, the road to mastery is paved with persistence. When you refuse to quit, you prove to yourself and others that you are capable of achieving greatness. You may stumble, fall, and struggle along the way, but as long as you keep rising, you are destined for success. If you've made it this far into the video, you're clearly serious about leveling up your life. Drop a comment below saying, "I'm ready to embrace the challenge," to let us know you're committed to growth and resilience. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join a community that's all about pushing boundaries and unlocking potential. Let's make 2025 a year of transformation together.